think that this is a bit of a tricky topic or thing to unravel. And today I'll share with you the key to why that has seemed to be such a complicated question. It's really quite simple from the woman's point of view. They have things, they have needs, they have wants and desires, and they just want those fulfilled. But it might be hard if you can't read a woman's mind. And the reason that it's hard to figure out what it is that women want is pretty straightforward. We don't know. We know what we don't want when we see it or experience it, but it's very difficult to actually pinpoint what we want. See a few nods in here. A few people think that might make a little bit of sense. I think that Ken was pretty spot on with his assumptions on what men want. And what women want, I think you're pretty spot on there too. We want to be loved, we want to be adored, we want to be appreciated too, but we want to have that stability and not feel like we're gonna ever be abandoned. That's true. And then you have this cycle where one time you get hurt, so then you're guarded, and then you might hurt the next person, and then they feel hurt, and they're guarded, and then they might hurt the next person, and it's this cycle that just keeps going. I sense that guys might have questions, detailed questions into what women want, so I thought I would ask a few. So earlier today, I was talking to a few esteemed colleagues, and I said, hey, I'm curious, I'm giving a speech, and I was wondering if there's anything about women, what they do or say, that you have a question about or would like to understand. I had a couple of different responses. First one was, oh God. The second one was, wow. Then, this is very dangerous. Then, will you tell me the answers if I ask? Oh, fair enough. So I'd like to pull together some of the questions that I got. One was, quote, why are women so hard to read? If you like a guy, you act like you don't, playing hard to get. Well, that answer is very simple. We don't want to come off as whores. Because in society, it's not okay for the woman to relentlessly pursue the man. Some women are a bit more traditional in the sense that they want the guy to pursue them. They want the guy to call them. They want you to want them. Has anybody seen the show where Jennifer Aniston and Vince Vaughn, when they break up? There was a scene where she said, I don't want you to do the dishes. I want you to want to do the dishes. This is just one small insight into why women are so complicated. Because we have these deep desires, but we rarely say them straightforward. Because we want you to do the right thing. We want you to know what the right thing is. Because then we feel loved and we feel cared for. And we feel like you really care about what we want. So as for what it is that women really think and really want, we want to tell you, but we don't know what that answer is. So I'm sorry on behalf of women, but we're trying. We really are. Another question that came up was, why are women attracted to bad boys? But once they're in a relationship with them, they want them to be good. Well, I'll tell you, bad is sexy. Bad is appealing, it's intriguing, it's something that we want that we can't have. It's a thrill. But once we have that guy, we want to be treated nice, we want to be loved, we want to be cared for. So it's not that we're trying to change them, but we just want them to treat us the way that we want to be treated, but we still want that excitement. Another question that I was told I really had to address was, why do women seem to be more obsessed with youth, particularly American women, and more obsessed than men? Well, this is very simple. It's society. It's society and those unrealistic pressures they put on us. And have you ever seen an older gentleman with a younger female?
Never.
Have you ever known someone, a lady who was left for a younger female? These things happen because men age so well. Men age, and like Ken here, very distinguished.
One reason.
As women, though,
Me too, more.
we have these unrealistic perceptions of society and these pressures that we have to fit into. So it's this insecurity because we are supposed to look like that magazine or look like that thing on TV. And there's many other questions that I was given today. One being, why do women not have this overwhelming desire to fix everything, despite it being broken or not? Well, we want to help. We want to be supportive. We want good things. We have good intentions, I assure you. So what do women want? I'm sorry, guys, but we just don't know. But if you can at least try to communicate more with us, then maybe you'll get little breadcrumbs that you can follow. Please know that it's not intentional. We're doing our best to communicate with you. But just treat us like princesses. Be a little bit distant, have a little bit that bad boy mystique, but still be nice. And once you can find that balance, tell all your friends so they can figure